So how do you beat the YouTube algorithm as a small YouTuber? Well, in this video, I'm going to break down exactly what you need to focus on to be able to do exactly that, all right? So you definitely want to stick with me all the way through this video so you don't miss anything. Now, my name is Rakeem Madison, and with that being said, we're going to go ahead and jump right into today's content. All right, so the first thing you got to understand when it comes to beating the algorithm is you got to understand the algorithm first. So let me go ahead and break down exactly how it works. When your video is released on YouTube, YouTube is going to push it out to a wave of people. Now, typically that wave of people is going to be your subscribers and also people who watch your content, but they're not actually subscribed to you. Now, when it goes to those people, YouTube is going to capture some data, such as your click-through rate, and then all the 1,000+ data points that they use to be able to take your video to the next level. Now, based on what happens, if you're either going to get a green light or you're going to get a red light. All right, the green light typically means you have a high click-through rate, and when people jump on your video, they actually watch your video for a considerable amount of time. Now, if it's the case where, people are, resonating with the thumbnail, but as soon as they click on the video, they realize, this isn't what I wanted, and they jump off, that's not going to do well for you, right? So you're either going to get that green light or that red light. If you get the green light, it's going to push it to another wave of people, which is going to be some more broad people who are not too familiar with you. And as that continues to happen and you continue to get good data, your stuff is going to continue to be pushed out by YouTube. Now, if it's the opposite where, people aren't clicking on your thumbnails, and even if they are, they click on it and they're gone, YouTube is pretty much going to take your content down. It's just going to dwindle it. When I say take it down, I don't mean take it off YouTube because, that would suck. But as far as making your content pretty much slow down to where it can't do what you really want it to do. And if you've been recording content, I'm sure you don't sit there, go through all those hours, spend that 20 to 30 minutes recording or whatever it is your process is. You don't do all of that for, a video to not do well. Because I've been there, and I'm sure you watching this video has been there to where you spend all of that time and then, you upload a video and you get 7 views. You know what I mean? So that's how the algorithm works. So now we're going to talk about some more important things. All right, so the first thing we're going to talk about is understanding who the person is that you want to attract. And I'm gonna make this very, very simple for you. Before I got on YouTube, before I understood how to do SEO and rank high and create thumbnails that actually make people want to click and so on and so on, all of the issues that YouTubers deal with, I was just a person who didn't have the coaching, the mentoring, and all that stuff. But then when I actually started to implement what I was learning from the coaching and the mentoring when it came to YouTube, the thing about that was there were problems that I came up against, right? Those problems that I just talked about. And what happened when I started going through these problems, I realized that I had to get better at doing those certain things. So the person who I would be trying to attract is somebody who was in the same position as me. Okay. And then to go along with that is I needed to understand their problems, which I already understand the problems of YouTubers, right? And I do my research when it comes to, looking in the comments, seeing what people are asking, looking at the comments on my YouTube channels and understanding, okay, what is this person really dealing with? So it's very powerful when you do that, because then it makes creating content very, very simple, because all you have to do is just look at your pad. Now I have my pad sitting right over here on my desk, and that pad has literally all the problems that a YouTuber can go through. And so literally all I have to do is look at that and then go find a keyword that's related to it. And then I put together some content. So it really makes the process a whole lot simpler. The next step is to help them solve it through a certain structure. So how are you going to structure your videos so that it creates real breakthrough from the person on the other side, right? Are you going to include a lot of B-roll? Are you going to include like text on the screen? Like, how are you going to do it to where people can really get that breakdown? Sometimes it just takes you being very, very simple and just putting the content out there, like if it's some type of like tutorial or something along those lines, then sometimes it's just about making it simple. So first you have to understand who you want to attract, what problems they're facing, and how are you going to help them solve that through the structure of your video. That's really going to help you move the needle. It may not be all of that technical stuff like the tactics and all of that other stuff, but when you understand this, it makes YouTube a whole lot easier, all right? And I want you to go ahead and watch this next video on the screen. That video is gonna go in complete detail of exactly how the algorithm works. So you definitely wanna watch that video right now, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Peace.